We have a habit of measuring human value purely by velocity. If someone slows down, we tend to view them as inefficient, equating the physical aging process with a total loss of societal utility. An old folktale explores the logical extreme of this bias, centering on an emperor who views his aging population as an unacceptable drain on his resources. He issues a sweeping decree: every elderly citizen is to be permanently banished from the kingdom. He demands a society populated exclusively by the young, the strong, and the fast. A young farmer named Isamu receives the order, but looking at his frail mother, he refuses to comply. Rather than cast her out, Isamu carries her deep into a harsh, remote mountain range. He carves out a secret sanctuary to keep her alive, miles away from the emperor's enforcers. The kingdom is now a demographic monolith. It runs on raw, youthful power, completely severed from the stabilizing, tempering influence of lived experience. To test the strength of his new society, the emperor issues a sudden, reality-defying challenge. This diagram illustrates his demand: a rope made entirely of fragile ashes. Faced with this problem, the workforce defaults to linear force. But as these compression arrows show, squeezing the ash instantly fails. Pressure just scatters the particles further. Panic sweeps through the kingdom. All the physical vigor and stamina in the world offer zero leverage against a puzzle with these material constraints. Caught in the same widespread despair, Isamu hikes up the mountain to his secret sanctuary, bringing the unsolvable puzzle to his mother. The emperor's demand has effectively paralyzed the kingdom. It exposes a mismatch. You cannot squeeze ash into a rope, no matter how much energy you apply. The tools of the young, vigor and speed, have met an obstacle they simply weren't built to handle. Hearing the emperor's demand, Isamu's mother exhibits zero panic. She simply listens and then provides a specific set of instructions. First, Isamu must gather dry, highly flammable straw and meticulously weave it into an exceptionally tight rope. This schematic highlights the constraint. The straw rope must rest perfectly flush against a flat stone plane on a windless night. Once ignited, the fire slowly consumes the organic material. Because there is absolute base stability, the ash structure never shifts. As the ember slowly burns itself out, it leaves behind a flawless, delicate rope made entirely of undisturbed ash. This is a form of preservation engineering. It's a lateral approach developed through decades of observing how fragile things behave under pressure. She didn't fight the fire, she used it. Isamu carefully carries the flat stone down the mountain and presents the unbroken ash rope to his ruler. Staring at the object resting on the stone, the emperor is stunned. He immediately demands to know who architected the solution. Isamu confesses. He admits to breaking the kingdom's law, reveals that his mother is hidden in the mountains, and names her as the true designer of the solution. The emperor realizes the depth of his error. The demographic he had discarded as a burden held the exact intellectual capital required to solve his greatest puzzle. The most complex problems we encounter are rarely solved by force alone. They yield to the quiet guidance of those who have navigated the friction of time before us. Till then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.